So here's a little pretty floating plant called Azolla, or fairy moss as it's more commonly known as. So you can see it's this nice little fern. Unfortunately, this plant, I believe, is banned from sale in the UK because it's classed as an invasive species. But I actually picked this up from the local canal roughly 6 months ago, and all I had was one or two of these little fronds. Put that in there around, I think, May time, May or June, and this is what it looks like now. And it was actually a lot more than this to begin with. I've actually thinned it out a little bit. So it's a very pretty little plant. Unfortunately, it's not hardy to frost, so I think it can survive down to around 0, maybe -1, maybe -2, but it doesn't like prolonged frosty periods. So it's a really pretty little plant, a lot nicer than duckweed. And they look like little trees really. So when these grow, they break apart and multiply. So this one here, that's not fairy moss, that's a different plant. It looks very similar. You can see that one. That's not fairy moss. But all these nice little green ones are fairy moss. And it actually turns a red colour either in the cold weather or very hot weather. So it actually changes colour through the year. So a really pretty plant, and it's great for tubs or small ponds as it grows quite fast. So again, I don't think you can buy this officially from aquatic shops, but you may find it in canals and again, because this is just a little tub, I'm not worried about introducing pests or anything like that because there's no fish in here or anything. So it's a nice little plant. You can see it's got quite a deep root system, probably roughly 2 inches the roots are. So it grows quite fast in ideal conditions. Like I said, I probably had about that much to begin with, and it turned into all this. You can see it's all in the back as well. So I think the best thing to do if you do have this in the winter, they recommend you put it into a small dish and put it somewhere where it's frost free, such as a shed with a window or perhaps a small greenhouse. So you put a small portion of this into a butter dish or anything like that, with a little bit of soil on the bottom to give it some nutrients, and hopefully it should survive the winter, and then you can reintroduce it around April or May time when the frost is gone. So a lovely little plant. Shame it's on the invasive list, because I don't actually think this is too invasive compared to duckweed. I think where it becomes a problem is where in places where they don't maintain the waterways, but as long as you scrape it off, and it's quite easy to scrape off, plus it dies in the winter as well, in the cold weather. So yeah, a nice little plant. So again, this isn't fairy moss, this is a different plant. Can't remember the name of this one, but this is more for tropical fish tanks that actually dies in the winter. So a lovely little plant. You can see it's quite thick towards the back. I did find years and years ago, when I had a proper big pond, that goldfish will eat this. So if you do have it in your fish pond, they'll probably eat it and you'll have none left. But in a wildlife pond or a small tub, it's a great little plant. So I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.